How could you do this to me? After everything, I trusted you.
The name tag pinned to my daughter Lila's dress glinted under the chandelier's glow, its bold letters screaming a truth I wasn't ready to face. Lila, daughter of Sarah and Michael. My stomach lurched, bile rising as the room spun. Michael, not David, my husband of 10 years, whose hand I was gripping so tightly my knuckles ached. The banquet hall buzzed with laughter and clinking glasses, but all I could hear was a pulse hammering in my ears. My mother's voice echoed from her call last week. "Come early. We'll celebrate." Celebrate what? This? I scanned the room, the air thick with the scent of roasted lamb and jasmine from the centerpieces. My family milled about, cousins, aunts, uncles, smiling, oblivious. Lila, 6 years old, twirled in her lavender dress, oblivious to the weight of the name tag. I wanted to rip it off, to scream, but my legs felt like lead. David stood beside me, his tie slightly crooked, his laugh too loud as he chatted with my cousin. Did he know? Had he seen it? My eyes darted to my mother, standing by the dessert table, her smile tight, her eyes avoiding mine. She knew something. She always did. The invitation had come 2 weeks ago, a cream envelope with my mother's looping handwriting. Family reunion. Bring Lila. Come early. No mention of Michael, my high school boyfriend, the one I hadn't spoken to since I left for college, the one who'd shattered my heart when I found his text to another girl all those years ago. I'd buried that pain, built a life with David, steady and kind. But now, that name, Michael, clawed its way back, a ghost I thought I'd exorcised. I forced myself to move, guiding Lila toward the buffet, my hand trembling as I adjusted her name tag. "Sweetie, who gave you this?" My voice cracked, but I kept my smile plastered on. "Grandma," Lila chirped, her curls bouncing. She said it's the family tree game. Family tree game. My mother's idea, no doubt. She'd always been obsessed with lineage, with tying us all together in neat little branches. But this was a knife, not a branch. I glanced at David, still laughing, his broad shoulders relaxed. He hadn't noticed. Or had he? Doubt gnawed at me, a slow, sickening churn. Was I paranoid, or was this real? I pulled my mother aside, near the hallway where the hum of the party dulled. "What's going on?" I hissed, my voice low but sharp. "Why does Lila's name tag say Michael?" Her face, lined with years of quiet judgments, didn't flinch. "It's just a game, Sarah. Don't make a scene." Her tone was clipped, dismissive, but her eyes flickered with something. Guilt? Fear? Don't lie to me. My voice trembled, anger bubbling beneath the surface. Michael hasn't been in my life for years. Why is his name on my daughter's tag? She adjusted her shawl, her fingers twitching. "You're overreacting. It's a mistake. I'll fix it." But she didn't move. She didn't call for a new tag or laugh it off as a typo. She just stood there, her silence louder than the party. My chest tightened, the air too heavy to breathe. I wanted to shake her, to demand answers, but Lila tugged at my hand, her eyes wide. "Mommy, can I have cake?" I nodded, numb, and watched her skip away. My mother slipped back into the crowd, leaving me alone with the weight of her evasion. I replayed every moment of the past decade, David's late nights at work, his sudden trips, the way he'd started locking his phone. Small things I'd brushed off as stress, as life, but now they piled up, a house of cards teetering on collapse. I found David by the bar, his glass of whiskey half empty. "Hey," I said, my voice too bright, too brittle. "Did you see Lila's name tag?" He frowned, his brow furrowing. "What about it?" "It says Michael, not you." I watched his face, searching for a crack, a flinch, a blush, anything. But he just laughed, a short, confused sound. "Michael? That's weird. Probably a mix-up." He sipped his drink, his eyes darting away. Too quick, too casual. My heart sank, a stone in a bottomless well. The night dragged on, each moment a slow drip of dread. I watched my family, their smiles now masks, their laughter mockery. My cousin mentioned Michael in passing, a fleeting comment about seeing him last month at a bar. My uncle asked if I'd kept in touch with that old flame. Each word was a pinprick, drawing blood. I wanted to scream, to demand answers, but I couldn't, not in front of Lila, not in front of everyone. By the time the speeches started, I was unraveling. My mother took the stage, her voice warm as she talked about family, legacy, love. "We're here to celebrate new beginnings," she said, her eyes locking on mine for a moment too long. New beginnings. The words twisted in my gut. I excused myself, slipping into the restroom, the fluorescent lights harsh against my reflection. My face looked hollow, my eyes red-rimmed. I splashed water on my cheeks, trying to steady my breathing. That's when I saw it, a folded note tucked into my purse, my name scrawled in my mother's handwriting. I opened it, my hands shaking. "Sarah, we need to talk. Meet me in the garden after the speeches. It's about Lila." My knees buckled. The garden. Private, quiet, away from prying eyes. I stuffed the note back into my purse, my mind racing. Was this about Michael? About David? About Lila? The possibilities clawed at me, each one worse than the last. The garden was lit by fairy lights, the air cool and heavy with the scent of roses. My mother stood by a stone bench, her back to me. "What is this?" I demanded, my voice raw. "What are you hiding?" She toned, her face pale in the dim light. "Sarah, I didn't want it to come out like this." "Like what?" I snapped, my patience gone. "Just tell me." She hesitated, her hands twisting together. "Michael has been in touch. 4 years. His Lila's father." The world tilted. My breath caught, sharp and painful. "No," I whispered, shaking my head. "That's impossible. David." "David knows," she said softly, her voice breaking. "He's always known." I stumbled back, the ground unsteady beneath me. David knew. My husband, my rock, had carried this lie for years. I thought of Lila's blue eyes, so like Michael's, a detail I'd buried under denial. I thought of David's late nights, his locked phone, his easy laughter tonight. Was it guilt, relief, or something colder? Why? I choked out, tears burning my eyes. "Why didn't you tell me?" "I wanted to protect you," she said, her voice trembling. "Michael didn't want to be involved, but he's back now. He wants to meet her." The betrayal cut deeper than I could have imagined, not just from David, but from my mother, from the life I thought I knew. I turned away, my chest heaving, and saw David through the glass doors, holding Lila in his arms. She was laughing, her name tag still pinned to her dress. Michael's name, not his, and yet he held her like she was his world. I walked back inside, my heart a storm of rage and grief. David met my eyes, and for the first time, I saw it, the guilt, the fear, the love. "Sarah," he started, but I held up a hand. "Don't," I said, my voice steady despite the chaos inside. "Not now." I took Lila's hand, her warmth grounding me. The truth could wait, one more night, one more moment before everything shattered. But as we left, Michael stepped out of the shadows, his face older but unmistakable. "Sarah," he said, his voice soft, pleading. I froze, Lila's hand in mine, David's eyes burning into my back. The name tag gleamed, a final twist of the knife. And in that moment, I knew nothing would ever be the same.